because they worry and fret. Jules has had enough in his respect. And take the one. Hey Lisa, how are you, sweetheart? Hey Mystical. Hey, how you doing? You good? Yes. Let's go. All right. You good? That's good. Yeah, I'm right. Just came out of a meeting on TikTok with all my DJ friends. We had a serious meeting, so that's where I've been for the past like 2 hours. Yeah, we had a nice dinner. I made fish and French fries and or homemade fries, and it was nice. Some onions. It was good. Fresh fish is the best, man. I don't. I'm so blessed to have that option to have fresh fish and never see the freezer. When you buy fresh fish that doesn't go into the freezer, it tastes so much better when it doesn't go in the freezer. Like when you put fish into the freezer and you take it out and you defrost it, it loses some of its freshness, if that makes sense. So if it doesn't see the freezer first, then it's good. So I got some fresh fillets, so it was nice. Yeah, I'm sure they were all spying on me over there, see where I was. Usually I would have been in Kitty's room, but I had that out of nowhere meeting because my friend owns this channel on TikTok and he hosts like DJ competitions, and today it went really bad. Like people were cursing and swearing and carrying on, and his channel could have got like banned and stuff. So I had to go into the into the panel and talk about things and calm everybody down and talk some you know adult talk with some people. So it ended up everybody was cool at the end. So so she didn't rat you out. I already knew. I was watching the live. Yeah. Hey Dan, how you doing? Okay, cool, brother. Hey Barbie, how you doing, sweetheart? You good? I saw you dodos in there talking about me the whole time. You and your sidekick, Leo. All you did is talk. All you guys did is talk about me the whole damn life. I had a meeting. I had a DJ meeting on TikTok, so I had to pass. So that's what I was doing. Don't worry about her, Lisa. She's be talking shit. I already. I was. I had my. I was on my phone in the meeting, right? But I had the volume off because I can't have nothing in the background going because then they could hear it. because I'm live on their live, so we're all talking and stuff. So we let each other talk on the panel. I was actually a part of the the 8 people panel. So I had to go in there, and that's why I had to go on there and and check. Yeah, you can't, like, there's a lot of people who don't have their cameras on and stuff like that. So well, there's a lot of aggressive people in that panel. So my friend was very upset, and I saw him upset, so I wanted to come in there and calm things down. So I went in there and was like pretty much telling them, look, don't change the rules now, because then everybody's prepared for the rules that's going on. So then he was like, we're not really changing the rules. We don't want you to over swear, because like stupid TikTok has a thing where if you swear a lot and you swear aggressively, right, then you can get your shit, taken away. You can get like blocked and shit. And you can get your channel will get, banned. So I went in there and just said my couple cents. I just said, look, I think you guys should keep the rules the same. Obviously, don't say certain things, right? That's fine. But at the same time, you shouldn't change it now. There's only 2 more rounds left. And whoever wins the whole thing, it's their responsibility to, but they still, some people agree with me and some people didn't. You're never going to get everybody to agree with you. But I kind of went in there and just to try and calm things down, but it didn't work. There was still some assholes in there, blah, blah, blah. They know, everybody knows everything in this fucking world, you know. So the guy that hosted the whole thing, he's a good friend of mine. So I felt bad for him. He was really like stressed out today. So he's kind of pissed off, like, because people were acting like they're doing him a favor. And I was like, no, no, it's the other way around, bro. You're the one who's doing everything for everybody, and these people are disrespecting you, like, Yeah, he was mad because he put on this big DJ competition, and people are gonna get paid and get a trophy if you win. And then if you win, you get automatically put into a bigger competition to make a lot of money. You can win thousands of dollars if you win the competition. But see, you can't swear in the final competition. So a lot of people are like, oh, I'm out. I ain't doing this bullshit. I want to swear. But you can swear, but you don't like, but it's like, you can't say certain bad things. Like, like Jamaicans are crazy. They say a lot of crazy things. So it sounds really aggressive in their patois and their words and shit. So, you know, when a Bermudian does it too, it sounds different. It's not proper. It's not, I wouldn't say proper English. It's English to us, but it's not to you. To like some people were like, what the fuck did this guy just say? But I understand it 100%. So, and sometimes I talk like them too, but just to like get the point across. But the problem is nobody was listening to each other. Yeah, there's gonna be one in Bermuda, but I won't be a part of it though. Yeah, Dan, how did it go, man? We want to know how it went. We have to find out about our favorite Leo and see how you made out. Oh, that's good, Dan. I'm glad. Good. Yeah, pretty much. You know, it's life. I kind of like, I think there's too many. All right, T Rose, take care, sweetheart. Enjoy your dinner. Okay, yeah, so you got to break the shoes in. So that's good. That's awesome, bro. I'm glad. I'm glad everything's good for you, man. Yeah. It doesn't matter where everything is, you know. Sometimes it's crazy everywhere. I think this full moon made everybody fucking crazy, to be honest. Everybody's going nuts, but there's a lot of lack of respect for people these days. It's really sad, but it happens on here, it happens in the DJ world, happens in regular life. I think a lot of people think that, everybody's like everybody thinks they're tough behind a computer. And a lot of people are being, especially like people that work on the internet and are a part of the internet, they have to realize that whatever you do on here, people can record you and keep that footage for the rest of their life. So you got to be careful what you say and do, right? That's one thing I learned on here. And another thing is people have like mental issues, and unfortunately everybody likes to talk over each other, and that's why like the I feel like some channels on like the panel I was a part of on TikTok today, I think that they should mute everyone and then put your cameras on, right? And then say, okay, you're next, you're next, you're next, and then not nobody talks over each other. If I was in control of that shit, I would make sure nobody's talking over me. When I'm finished, then you can talk. Then nobody else talks. But see, everybody in this world likes to talk over everybody and want attention and be stupid, and then they're fucking mental and everything else. Like mental illness is a thing. Like it's people really are super mental these days, and they think they can say and do whatever they want, especially on TikTok. So unfortunately, I feel sad for my friend because he had to put up with a lot of bullshit. Like, and I don't want to like message him because I he says he has like 60 messages to get because people have messaged him like and we're mad that the competition went to shit today. Because every Monday I love going on there and listening to like the competition. I like to listen to different music, and um it's nice. So being a part of the panel today was nice. I finally got to say my piece, but it doesn't sink in. I can say whatever I want on there. And so there's 8 of us on there, and all 8 of us had something to say. But there was like 3 people on there that were disagreeing with the format, the rules. So it's like, what are you really gonna do? Like, what's the sense of like one guy came in the end and he was like, what's the sense of us talking if nobody's gonna like let somebody else talk and talk over you? So I'm gonna suggest, I'm gonna suggest that to my friend that he needs a moderator in there, or he needs like to um have somebody next to him on a laptop and like close shit out, or like mute people that are ignorant, and not just let anybody be a part of the panel. So it was a lot of serious talk on there. We were like there on there for like 2 hours straight. So and then like it just nothing really got solved. So, and then one of the DJs said they're not going to be there next week because if they're going to change the rules, then they don't want to deal with it. So I'm like, oh well, whatever. Like, so she was mad. It was a woman DJ, and she's mad because they're going to change the rules for next week, or because of one asshole. So one person ruined it today, and now everybody else has to suffer. So I suggested that they don't change anything and keep on going. Half the panel agreed, and half the panel said we'll see. So I hope they take my suggestion. I hope they keep it the way it is, and whoever wins the competition, wherever whoever wins has to like study to win the next round, to win the next competition, because none of the competitions are the same. You have to play different things. There's different rounds, like a challenge round. So even though whoever wins, they still have to change what they're gonna do. So they agreed with me, but then they were like, "Well, you know what? It's like we don't really want to change, but we have to because of what happened tonight." And I'm like, "Man, no, you don't." But whatever, man. You can't let one person like ruin everything for everybody else. And this is one of the reasons why I stopped DJing, because nobody gets along with each other. There's too much animosity, too much personal shit going on. There's too much I'm better than you. Oh, I've been doing it longer, so you gotta listen to me. Oh, well, you did this and you did that. It's like a bunch of bitches, man. That's what they are. Bunch of bitches bitching about nothing. And that's what makes me mad about being a part of some of those DJ, meetings and things like that, and those panels and shit. So it gets annoying, but it's the same everywhere. On here, it's the same thing. I got more subs than you. I got more likes than you. I got more this than you. Like, who fucking cares? Like, you think I'm here for that shit? Like, no one cares. Like, it's not a competition. It's a mission to help people. But obviously, it's always a competition to some people. So DJing, it's even worse because it's like everybody's a fucking DJ now because they have a laptop. Like, all you gotta do is go Google this song and it comes up and you play it. It's that easy. But like I said today in the panel, I started off with cassettes, 8 tracks, then regular cassettes, then CDs, records, records, CDs, and now digital. So I had to relearn everything, and it's hard doing it digitally because you don't see the album anymore. You just have to Google the name of the song or the artist, or you have to put everything in a folder. So it's very hard to memorize everything. Where as you go through your selection, you know, it's like, okay, I know what that looks like. I know what that is because that's the album. So like it's way, way, way different now. So for me, it's like learning something, learning how to. I have the knowledge and the skill, but it's just you have to learn everything through the laptop. So it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, nobody really wanted to agree 100%. There are a bunch of arguing and on there, but it's all good. I don't really care. At the end of the day, I said my piece, my 5 minutes of fame, and that was it. But I listen to everybody. I try to like listen to everybody's opinions, and opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. But it went all right. In the end, everybody was like cool with each other. They were like, all right, cool. See you later. God bless you. All that type of shit. And then as soon as they hang up their phone, they're like this fucking asshole. They're probably all texting each other now. I just said I ain't texting my boy because I know he's stressed out. I feel bad for him. I'll probably call him tomorrow and reason with him for a bit. He's my mate. I don't want him. I don't want him to feel like he does a lot of work for these people, and they act like people act like they're doing him a favor. when really he's doing you a favor. He's already won these competitions, so he's trying to get you prepared for it. So I don't know. Sometimes these people on the internet are the most annoying people on earth, man. They just don't get it. Like there's a time and a place for everything, but people don't care. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. And all you do is talk about me all day. That's your life. You talk more about me than your damn husband or yourself. Be obsessed with me all day. You need 2 Tylenol and go to sleep. Damn fucking nuisance. I thought you was eating dinner. Around here blowing me kisses and edging her on. Aggravating me. I know, Dan. I know. And the women are even worse. At least you're not like that. But I'm glad you're good, brother. Yeah, TikTok's a whole nother ball game. It's not that healthy over there. I mean, I keep it healthy on my channel and I don't really do too much stupid shit and on there, but you know, I try not to get involved in everybody else's bullshit, you know. So yeah, I guess you can say that. Well, I don't like to take, like I said, you said the right thing. I think all of our spirits bring us here. Our families bring each other together, and then we make things happen. At the end of the day, I want everybody to be happy and I want everybody to be healthy, and I genuinely care about everyone and everyone's well-being. I don't like to hear people are sick or they're suffering, but some people do it for attention, and that's what I don't like, obviously, and that's why their lives are fucked up, because they do it for attention, and it's the same thing everywhere you go. There's always a victim. There's always like a person who's trying to get attention or annoy you or try and take you off your positive game. So it comes with the territory, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep it positive. That's all. So one day at a time. And when you have a lot of people, praying for you and love you and shit, that's good. It makes for a better life. At least I feel that way sometimes. But you can't fix stupid, unfortunately. Well, that's good, bro. I'm glad you do, man. Because at the end of the day, I care about everybody that comes in here to a certain extent. You know, so obviously, it all depends on your faith as well. If you believe, you shall receive. If you have the faith, then it'll all work out. But if it doesn't, then you know you have yourself to blame. But you know, I'm just glad that everything's working out. We gotta rub off some more luck on sis. Sis has had a hard time lately, but she's taking it all right though. She's a soldier. I'm proud of her either way. I know she's gonna be all right. Sometimes people don't get a break. They keep getting like things happen to them, and sometimes people wonder why it happens. But I feel like, God ain't gonna give you nothing you can't handle. And sometimes it's self-inflicted, and sometimes it's like just karma for things that have happened. Only we know what we're doing, technically, you know. So some people still can't figure that out on why things happen to them, and they're not really doing bad to anybody. Well, apparently it's still getting checked out because it was closed on the weekend. So today she might hear something because today they're back to work, right? So on Saturday and Sunday they didn't touch the truck. So today they might have worked on it, I hope. So hopefully today we'll know something about it because I asked her that and she said that the weekend they're closed. So hopefully today we should hear something. So maybe she'll come in here in a little while and tell us. But she was in here earlier, but she didn't say anything. Or at least I didn't see it. I don't know. But hopefully she'll let us know some good news today. Yeah, it should be all right. Should be all right. I feel like, if it wasn't for us cheering her on, life would be worse. So I feel bad for her. She's been through a lot. So I try not to bring up those things around her, like her struggles. I try to, you know, help her be positive and, you know, keep telling her it's going to be all right and why it's going to be all right. And for her not to give up. So, you know, yeah, absolutely. I agree. I've known her for over 2 years now, and she does things other women don't. You know, a lot of women ain't gonna get in no big ass truck and no fucking trailer and shit and drive all over the damn place and put up with bullshit and be all by themselves. Doing everything. That a lot of women ain't about that life. So I give her lots of credit. You know, you know. I love her to death. She's a good person. You know, even though like she goes through a lot, she helps everybody. You know, but I keep reminding her to help herself. Hey, Sophie. So yeah, she'll be all right though. Hopefully she comes in here. Hopefully she's all right. Sometimes I text her randomly just to check on her, and she thinks it's the best thing. So I think that we should, stay on top of that communication with her to reassure her that we love and care about her. So that's nice. So it's all good. Spirit takes care of her. I know that for sure. Spirit takes care of everybody. I just feel like it's more of a, belief thing, which I know she believes. Yeah, that's good, man, because she needs that. I always try and comment on her lives and like them and stuff, and give her something to be proud of herself. She knows. I think that sometimes we can say whatever we want and do whatever we want. A person's mentality has to change. You know what I mean? A person's mentality has to be different in order for things to happen right. I do it with my mom too. I tell her, I tell my mom all the time, look, I know how life is. I understand. And she's like, oh, no, you don't. I'm like, Mom, listen to me. Stop being ignorant. Let me talk. I know what you're going through. Okay. We all go through death. Okay. We all go through those things. But you have to remember life goes on. And just remember that, at the end of the day, you know, you got to do what's best for you now. You got to take care of you now. You don't have to take care of dad no more. Dad's taking care of you in spirit. But she's like, oh, I don't believe that. And I'm like, here I am talking to a damn Capricorn. I'm wasting my damn time. But I just keep trying embedding it in her brain. You know. I know, right? Hey, Brian. Thanks for the super chat. Well, I don't think he's gonna chill out about the idea of working that graveyard shift at your job, Brian. I don't see him chilling out, to be honest. I think it's gonna go on for at least another 2 weeks. I think he's gonna keep at you. I think he's gonna like nag you a bit more about that and try and get you to do it and give you examples and tell you, I know it's difficult, but you should do it. So I don't see him letting up on this at least for another 2 weeks. He's gonna nag you for at least another 2 weeks about it. If he's already nagged you for 2 weeks about it, then I would say that it might be an extra couple weeks of nagging. But you know, he's trying to stop you from doing it. Well, I think he's gonna like try and stop you from doing it for another 2 weeks. I think he's gonna stay on you about it. He's still gonna try and stop you from doing it. But you know what, bro? I'll tell you something. If I listen to my father, God rest his soul, if I listen to my dad about anything about work, I would not be sitting here right now. Well, there you go. But see, as a prideful father, he doesn't want you to like benefit him because that's his job. He's the father. He's supposed to be, you know, doing things for you. Let me tell you something, Brian. If you want to do that, do it. Don't listen to him. Just do what you have to do. If you feel like you have to do that, then do it, bro. Because our dads are not here forever. I lost my dad back in October. And if I listened to everything he said, I would not be who I am right now. Because he tried to get me to not do a lot of things. But it's only because they don't want us to go through what they go through. So that could be it. And at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you and him. So if you feel like doing that will help him, then I would say do it. So that way you prove to him that it's going to be better for him. Because that's what we have to do as sons. We have to prove to our dads that we can do it because they think that we can. So if you personally feel that by doing this, it's going to help your dad, then I would say go for it because he's going to nag you about it for at least another 2 weeks and say, look, don't do it, don't do it. But if you feel like personally you should do it, then do it. If you can handle it and you can do it, go for it. Because sometimes we can't listen to our parents because they live in the past too much. And they live with that, I'm supposed to provide for you, not for you for me, or vice versa, or whatever, So that's my advice, is to do whatever you feel is best. So your question is, will my dad agree to letting me do this? Is that your question? Because you said, will my agree? Okay, cool. Yeah, he'll agree, So Brian, I would say he will agree in the next 7 days. So he's still gonna give you shit about it, I think, but I got a yes on him agreeing for you to do it in the next 7 days. So I say, but from now to the weekend, he'll be like, all right, go ahead, Brian, do what you gotta do, So so if you feel that it's the right thing to do, then go for it. So he will agree to it after a couple of days, but he'll still probably talk about it and say, are you sure? You shouldn't do this. You don't have to, and all that stuff. But he'll agree to it eventually. I got positive cards for that. So, like I said, sometimes we have to go against what they want to prove to them that it's going to be okay. Because parents are very ignorant. They don't think too much about those type of things. Time changes. You have to change with the time. So I would honestly say that from looking at the cards, he will agree to it and he'll be fine with it eventually. But it's going to take probably a week or two for him to realize that that's the right thing to do. Hey, Holly, how you doing? I got your donation. Thanks. How you been, sweetheart? I haven't seen you in a while. You doing well? That's good. You're welcome, Brian. Just do what you feel is right, bro. As long as you're not disrespecting your dad, then I don't see nothing wrong with that. from what I understand, you just want to, obviously make more money at your job to help him, right? So what's wrong with that? You know, that's exactly what I did for my dad. If I hadn't saved my money, I wouldn't be able to take care of my dad in his last dying days, and I wouldn't be able to take care of my mom now. But my dad was the first one to tell me don't go on my own. It's a big mistake. I've been on my own for 20 years September. So if I listened to him, I would not be here doing what I'm doing. And if I told him I was a psychic, he would have told me I was psycho. When I DJ'd, he said it was the worst decision I ever made, but I ended up becoming the best DJ in Bermuda. So sometimes our parents just don't want us to do things so we don't overdo it or get in trouble. It's their job, right? But sometimes we have to do what's best for them. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Okay, Dan. All right, Holly, you said you're doing well. Good. You said I started dating Robbie. What can you tell me about the future? Well, if you open your legs, then you know what's going to happen. If you close your legs, you know what's going to happen. No, I'm just teasing. If you kiss him, then you're going to make him feel, excited, maybe sex excited. Oh, shit. That was fun. See, I miss you, Holly. It's good to see you, though. I was thinking about it the other day. I said, shit, because one of my other friends is called Holly, here. And I was like, shit, speaking of Holly, I haven't been seeing Holly forever. I was like, I hope she's okay. I think the last time I spoke to you, you said you were in school or you were going to school or something like that. Something like that you were saying. Yeah, college finals. Yay. All right, let's check you and this guy. Well, what I would say here is obviously you'll know as you continue to date him, right? As you continue to date this person, you're going to see whether or not this person is trustworthy, whether they're taking advantage of you, whether their ideas are crazy, or if this person is rebellious or you're wasting your time. You're going to see all of that when it comes up, right? It's going to be difficult in the near future with you and this person. It's going to be difficult, and if you want to go with the changes with this person, then it's still going to be, you're going to anticipate. I feel like you might anticipate the worst, and sometimes good. It might be difficult. It might be a struggle to deal with this person in the next like 30 days or so. I'm not getting like any decent cards here. I just feel like the energy between you two is not really, fully developed. Maybe you guys haven't known each other for a long time. If you just started dating this person, then I think you got to learn about, know more things about them, or else it's gonna be difficult. You know, it's gonna be difficult to date him because of what's gonna happen in the near future. It's gonna be difficult for you guys to date. So if you haven't known each other, you said no, we haven't. So that's it's going to be I think that as you get to know him or get to know this person in the next 30 days, you're going to find it difficult to deal with him. I always tell everybody in the beginning, it's always, that initial, what can I do with this person, or how that person is thinking of you, you know? You wonder how? I just told you. You don't know this person, right? You don't know this person, and this person don't know you that well. So it's going to be difficult to get to know this person if this person is going to a show you some situations where they might deceive you, lie to you, take advantage of you. They might be telling you things that's not even like, some crazy thinking. As you get to speak to this person more often, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to deal with. This person is difficult. I feel like you might be disappointed if you can, as you get to know this person. Let me just check something else, Holly. Yeah. Holly, I'm not getting nothing good on this person. I'm getting this person is very indecisive. They're going to be petty. Their emotions aren't like fully there. They can be very temperamental, you know. I can see them argumentative. They might argue with you. I feel like they're going to be inconsistent, and I feel like they have other women that they deal with as well. But I'm not getting like this person. He shows up in the reading, not you. So it's him. He is the problem. He's somebody who's not being real with you. You know. So my suggestion and advice to you is, even though you know this right now through the cards, right? I would say allow him to do the work. You got me? And you respond correct. You respond as you want. But I would also say, like, watch out, because this person is like, I don't see nothing good. Like, I feel like this person is like ineffective. They won't be, they're not gonna see. The whole thing is spirit is saying here that this guy is not going to improve your fucking life. You got me? And I hate to say it that way, but at the end of the day, when I see these cards, it's telling me that this person is not gonna like make you, Holly, a better person. You would have to do it for them. And I'm sure you don't want to babysit. And I'm sure you don't want to do that. Nobody should. You don't deserve that, neither does anybody else. You're not here to fix people. You got me? So don't let him take advantage of you. Don't feel sorry for him. Allow him to put in the work. Allow him to show that he's interested in you. Because I know how you are. You're dedicated. All right? But you gotta make sure that he puts in the work and see how it goes. So I would say that this person is not somebody that is going to put in any effort. And you'll probably see that over the next few days, that they're going to be like, whatever. I feel like this person has issues, you know, and I feel like there's other women around him as well. So, unfortunately, there's a lot of people, women and men, who will charm you and do things to make you seem like, they like you. And then meanwhile, they're doing all this dumbass shit. It happens every day. So, another piece of advice I want to give you is don't get attached to these people. You know, always put yourself first before these people. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if hoes need love too, but I know you're not a hoe like that. So, but there's a lot of people that just want to have sex, and that's fine. I'm not knocking nobody for having that desire, but I know for a fact that you don't want that. You want somebody decent, and that's very hard to find because most people are hoes, men and women. There's a lot of them around me every day. I know. But yeah. Cardinals, they won, Barbie. Red Sox won today too. They beat the Tigers 5-4. Hey, Marilyn. Yeah, if you want to, that's up to you. I can only tell you what spirit tells me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, the other psychics. I'm not a doctor. It's nothing to do with that. You can still ask about someone's health. Yeah, spirit will answer it. Well, just keep your faith. Ali. Just keep the faith. It's a test because you know sometimes people can really fool you into being somebody who they aren't. That's why I said what I said. Allow him to put in the work. And when you don't give him no coochie and he don't call you no more, then that means then you get your answer. That's all he wanted. Because a real man and a real woman don't care about that part until later on. You're supposed to love now and have sex later. It makes it that much better. But everybody works backwards these days. People are stuck in the retrograde every day, even if it's not retrograde. But anyway, yeah. I know what you want, Ali. You want what most decent women want. So at the end of the day, I respect that and I wouldn't tell you anything else. I'm just telling you what spirit's telling me. So I would say take it as you go. See how it goes. Hey, Kitty, what's up? I ain't talking no shit. I'm talking facts. Well, that's how they that's how they get in. You know. That's why I wouldn't. I mean, what I just said to you, because you said the key word to your question is future, correct? I go by the question the person asks me, right? So your exact question is you started dating Pravi. What can you tell me about the future? So right now it might be great. like you saying, this guy makes me shit, does all this stuff, and then the future doesn't look good. Right now it may look great. Doesn't it always start out great? And then it goes to shit majority of the time. Some people are together for 10 fucking years and get a divorce. I saw it happen to all my friends. I've seen people my ex got married to a guy she had a baby with, and a year later, she got divorced. See what I'm saying? I hope that doesn't happen to you, but right now, the answer to that question is the future doesn't look good because of him. Yeah, exactly. So the answer to the future question is it doesn't look good. So just take it one day at a time. You never know. Well, unfortunately, that's everybody. Friends, family, workers, bosses, people you meet online. You can't trust nobody these days. It's just the way life is. But the main thing is to do you. Do what you have to do for yourself. Maybe he was meant to come in your life to help prepare those meals so you can go to college and give you a break. But when people do things for you, they expect things from you. You got me? So he might be doing all these things. He might be preparing these meals for you. Travel that far to do those things. You see what I'm saying? And then when it comes to him wanting what he wants from you, and you say no, he's gonna be like, I fucking prepped your meals, bitch. I did this shit. I traveled 2 hours, waste my fucking gas for you. Tell me that don't happen. You got me? People do that to people every day. So just be careful. That's all. Just be careful. Because remember, the future is not what you asked me. So in the future, it might not look good. So just be careful. That's all. All right. Marilyn, thanks for the super chat. All right. So I did Holly. All right. All right, Marilyn, let's see. What is the situation with my aunt M? Is there a serious or fatal? Oh, she's one of those. Yeah, I know this. I know those type of people. Is she a Capricorn? Or an Aries? They do those type of things. They make up sicknesses and make things worse than it is. My ex-brother-in-law was like that. He's actually still doing it. But they already know he's like, mental. All right, let's check. A Pisces, so yeah, that's dramatic people too. Some of them. The ones that are born in February are kind of like, except for you, Marilyn. You're my favorite Pisces. Actually, no, I can't say that too loud. I keep keep forgetting some people's signs. Ain't nobody worse than your Leo ass. Yes, ma'am. Well, yes, ma'am, I'll behave. My bad. Okay, so Auntie M is nothing serious and nothing fatal. It's all in her brain. The Seven of Cups here, right in the middle, is an illusion, daydreaming, wishful thinking, imagination. It's like a person that says something, but it's not true. Seven of Cups is definitely like the answer to the question. And that means whatever they think they have, they really don't have. They're just thinking of the worst. Their thinking is, yeah, I have this, but no. Um, she's more worried about her finances if she does get seriously sick, if she has insurance or if her insurance is going to cover it, if she's going to have enough money. If she's that type of person, then, sometimes people who have money still worry about money, right? So I think it's more of a financial worry she has. And I feel like she restrains herself from like the real truth to herself. So to answer your question, I don't see nothing tragic or serious here. Nothing. There's no like eight of swords, 10 of swords, 9 of swords, all this bullshit. So there's no like bad cards here. I think it's just her being more worried about if she has something bad, how is her life going to be? You know? So she thinks that everything's going to go to shit if she does have a bad outcome. But I don't see a bad health problem here at all. There's no health cards in the spread. It's more of her worrying about if I do have something serious one day, can I handle it financially? Do I have enough insurance? Is my person that I'm with gonna leave me for someone else? You know? Or can I be, can I use my common sense and say, okay, well, let me use my judgment and my wisdom and say, hey, this isn't really, I'm not really suffering, I'm good. So I think it's more of a worry part on her end. And I think she's over exaggerating what she really has. And if she's like that, then I would say that's what's happening. So is it happening again? Yes. Does she have anything fatal? No. She don't have nothing bad here. I don't get no bad cards here. It's just her personal worry if she were to have something bad. So I don't know if that makes sense, Marilyn, but that's what I got. I don't really get nothing like bad here at all. It's just a matter of like her just thinking of the worst. That's all. It's pretty much her thinking the worst. Yeah, I don't really see nothing serious there, at all, to be honest. You know, I really don't. The fuck? You're welcome, Marilyn. I don't. I think it's more her worrying and just like over exaggerating what she really has. A lot of people are like that. They say, oh my God, the doctor said that they're gonna check me, and they said that I might have something, and oh my God. I think she fears the worst. Because with this seven of cups in the middle here, it just tells me that it's just an illusion. Like she just probably making up or over exaggerating is the word I'd use. That she has something that she doesn't have. And it's making her worried. If she has a husband or a boyfriend or like a partner, she's worried if something happens to her, that her partner is gonna have to deal with shit, or and they're not gonna deal with her, things like that. Like it's everything a person will worry about if they were to get seriously sick. Because I feel like people don't prepare themselves for those moments, and I feel like that's probably you know do those type of things. Yeah. Well, that part doesn't look that great because I got that part is like her boyfriend. You know, she's probably wondering if the boyfriend's gonna leave her if she has some type of sickness. And if he's like a shit boyfriend, then that's probably why she's over exaggerating to make him feel sorry for her or make him stay with her. You know, people do that shit. People are that grimy. My brother-in-law did it to my sister. He was like, "I thought we got married for sickness and in health," and my sister ain't said, "Ain't nothing fucking wrong with you except for your fucking mental brain." And meanwhile, he's still all right. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He's got a new disease every month for the past 3 years. But hey, Virgo, what's up, sweetie? I'm not saying that he's gonna leave her, but she's worried that something like that can happen. You know, right? So she's wondering if she's gonna get the same, the same. Uh, she's wondering if she's gonna get the same reciprocation. You know, like is she gonna get the same treatment that she gives him? Is he gonna treat her if she were to get sick? Is he gonna like do what she does for him? So that's what she's worried about as well. Well, that's just what people do, you know. See this woman right here, Leo's son. She's got a husband, but you would think she was mine. The way she talks about me all day. You just lay it down? Yeah, I'll be there in a minute, Virgo. I'm good. Just dealing with crazy fucking people every day. I have to calm people down and shit. You know, I'll never be a husband first option, and I'll never be a husband second fucking option. Hell fucking no to Leo. Hell motherfucking no. I would never date a Leo ever in life again. That would never happen. I don't care if she was a millionaire. I don't care if she went on her knees every day. Fuck that. Hell no. Yeah, it is annoying to deal with crazy, annoying people and lazy people and people who are don't have the same mindset. It's very annoying. I don't know. You told me you're with some Scorpio hoe that does tattooing. So you ain't got no time for me. You know? Oh, that will never happen, Sophie. Not in this lifetime. You'll never see me marry a Leo. Never in life. I would rather be single for the rest of my life than marry a Leo. No, no. No, no. I'd rather marry a Capricorn or an Aries before I marry a damn Leo. No, no. Fuck that shit. Hell to the no. No, no. I ain't getting married no way in hell. If I meet somebody this year, I won't be getting married for another fucking 3 years. Because I have to live with that damn woman. I have to see what that woman's all about for a couple years before I even think about getting married. Fuck that. You must be out of your damn mind. Or because you give me that coochie and get on your knees and do whatever you think you're gonna do to me, that shit don't faze me one fucking bit. I can get that from a hoe any day, anytime. Oh, I can handle the fire. Because if you want your fire to burn, you need air. Oh no. I ain't never scared. And Aquarius is never scared of no damn Leo. That's the only women that I've dated in the last umpteen years is all fire signs. And they can't handle me. Their fire gets put out. I put out their fire. They can't handle it. They can't handle the sword. I know, because you're full of shit. See? That's why. She came in here earlier, Barbie. And she was okay. But I hope she comes in again and tells us about what's going on with the car and stuff. Calling Tanya. Ooh. Calling Tanya. Manifesting Tanya. Oh, she was in Kitty's? Oh, cool. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I missed the live. But I had it up, though. I couldn't turn on the volume because I was in a meeting. But I was looking at the chat and watching all these, crazy biatches talk shit about me the whole time. They think I was born yesterday and my mom was an elephant. Yeah, we don't like Leos. We only like Dan. Dan is our favorite Leo. Right now, Leos are annoying. They think that they own the world. They think that they run shit. Anything they run is they run to the bathroom. They think they're the best, and really they're not. They try to be. I give them credit. They try, but they can't. They ain't ready. Okay, T Rose. I'm glad she seems like she's doing better. That's good. Remember who asked you if you want a good air. Says everybody wants it to happen again. I want to know why. You need my air to fuel your fire. You fell right into that one. See, typical Leo. I have to go. I have to go back and listen to the live because I was watching it and reading the chat, and it seems like you know, it seems like it was interesting. So I have to watch it. I might watch it tomorrow morning when I drink my coffee. One thing about you, Leo, you never admit anything at all. It's never your fault. You never did this. You never did that. I didn't do this and I didn't do that. Then you wonder why I don't like Leos. Because they never admit anything or take accountability for nothing. They be not admitting a damn thing. You can say that this pen right here is white, and they're going to say, no, it's not. It's cream. Don't fucking tell me I can see it. That's what they'll say. And I'll be like, okay, whatever you say, sweetheart. Sometimes it's not worth arguing with people. Because you just get yourself all mad for their stupidity. So it's all good. I ain't got no time for it. Yeah, see, I told you. I just admitted it. So you guys just proved to me. You guys just proved to me by showing you the pen. See? All right, Virgo, take care, sweetheart. Thanks for coming by. It was a bunch of Leo shit in the reading. Yeah, I know. I have a Leo stalker. I have a Leo woman stalker that, she stalks me every day and bothers me every day. So that's why Leo came up in my reading, because that's all Leos do is stalk me all day. I have a new Leo stalker now. Well, she's not new. She's been around for a couple months now. Stalks me every day. All day and all fucking night. I'll check it out. I'll check it out and have a good laugh. But I did watch it. I did watch it, but I couldn't hear it because I was in a panel, so I can't have nothing on in the background because it'll echo through the live. So unfortunately, I couldn't be in there, but I was watching. Yes, you guys even admitted in the live you were stalking me. You must think I don't know how to read. All you guys do is talk about me in the live all day. You must think I'm fucking blind and was born yesterday. Chat was full of my name. All I saw in the chat was mark this, mark that, mark this, mark that, mark this, mark that. That's all you saw through the whole fucking chat was my name. I said, damn, these motherfuckers are obsessed with me. Fucking hell. I said, shit, I can't even hear it. Couldn't even hear it. And I was waiting for these guys to log off, and they was talking and talking and talking. And I'm like, fuck, man, I can't even listen to the chat. These guys are talking about me. And I didn't want to type because I had the phone in my hand and I had the laptop on. I'm not stalking the chat. I've been going in there way before you. So I don't stalk nobody's chats. I'm not a Leo. But I saw the whole thing, that's for sure. From I think I started watching at Virgo. So around Virgo, I came in because that's when I finished my dinner. And then right after that, speak of the devil, my my friend's gonna voice message me. I was wondering when he was gonna voice message. I feel sorry for my boy. Let me see what he's got to tell me. Hold on a second. I gotta mute this. All right, I'm back. That's my boy there. He's laughing like crazy. I feel sorry for him though, but he seems in good spirits. Fucking TikTok jackasses. Am I bald underneath the hat? No. I got plenty of hair here. Oh yeah, the Chanel went flinging. Yes. Oh, that's up to him, Barbie. You know, that's up to him. Let him do his thing. You know. Good night, Barbie. Take care. And what the hell did you want? You messaged me and then you deleted your message? You weirdo. I swear, Leos are like the weirdest motherfuckers on earth. You whack as fucks, impatient as hell. And then she says that I message her. Meanwhile, she's the one who's messaging me all the time, aggravating fucking me, thinking I'm your man. You sent me something and you must have deleted it because it's not here no more. Because you're too fucking impatient. So why didn't you just leave it there and be patient and let me answer you? You don't make no sense. You people are fucking whack. Nobody's got no fucking patience. I want it now, like I'm your biatch. Till you're ready, you ain't my woman, yeah? No, we don't need you over there. Don't be trying to be all up and stalking me and shit, telling everybody on the line, on the live. Oh yeah, Mark's on TikTok. I saw him. I went over there. Blah blah blah. No. You fucking stalking me and shit. Stalker ass fucking Aries. Aries are famous for stalking. Stalking like crazy. Around here fucking telling everybody in the chat I'm on TikTok. See? Snitching. Around there telling people my business. Snitching. I can't do nothing in this world without people knowing all my business. And as you said, people was ratting her out. Meanwhile, she was the rat. The Aries rat. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I saw the chat. I watched the whole chat from Virgo right up until Pisces. I watched the entire chat, and it's there. I can go back and look at it. No, there ain't no fucking bullshit. All you damn women are trying to gang up on me. It ain't gonna work. I watched it live from Virgo right up until I said, "Oh fuck, Kitty's on." I said, "But I can't listen to it. But I'll just look at the chat." And then I'm there on my phone, and I'm looking over at the chat, and all I see is Mark this, Mark that. I'm like, yeah, they're talking about me. I'll leave them alone. Let them talk about me. So then I'm watching it, and then I'm there talking in the TikTok panel, trying to sort out my boy. Well, what do you want to know about Super Chat and PayPal? You could pay by both. But like I said, when you send a Super Chat, I get it's 60-40, I believe. Where I get 60 and they get 40. And if you do a PayPal, I get pretty much 5% taken off, which is next to nothing. So that's the only difference. Well, you know what, Kitty? If you don't mind these, I wanted to actually say that in front of everybody because at the end of the day, right? We're all friends and we all joke around and all that type of shit, right? But when you're doing those lives, I don't want these girls going crazy talking about me your whole fucking live and like taking you off your game and having everybody like saying what the fuck's so great about this Bark motherfucker. Everybody's always talking about him in your damn chat room and distracting you. So if you have to tell them and fuck them off, then go right ahead. You have my permission. Okay, but if you're okay with it, then don't blame me for their stupidity. Okay, and their obsession. That's all I'm saying. So I know how these damn women are. All right, you heard it here first. So if they get out of line in your chat and talk about me too damn much, right, and distract you and clog up your damn chat room, fuck them off and say stop talking about Mark and leave him alone. But if you're okay with it, then that's fine with me. It's your chat room. I'm just saying, don't come to me and blame me. Ain't nothing to do with me. Sophie, you know me better than these damn people. You know me, I don't have that name. I ain't never been no stalker, no con. Hell no. Well, Leo, if you want to ask the question, you can just pay tomorrow. Or if you want it that bad, if you're so impatient. But if you can wait till tomorrow, then you can do it tomorrow. You can do it whenever. I don't care about all that shit. If you can't do it, if you can't pay today, you can always pay tomorrow. It's not a big deal. But if you need the question answered now, then I'll do it. It's that simple. See, you guys never admit anything. Ain't nobody gonna ever tell the truth in the end. Okay, good. I'm just saying, because it's not like people. You know how people are on here, right? People are chatting, having fun, laughing, and all that shit. Right, see? That's what I'm saying. You saw my name so many times. And while I was on my TikTok live, I was watching the chat and watching these girls talk about me and stuff and whatever. And, everybody was having fun or whatnot. That's cool. But if it bothers you that they do that, then tell them, you know? And I don't want nobody to come to me and say, oh, you know, what you doing to these damn people that talking about you is annoying. And I want to, so people get all sensitive and shit and get weird when people talk in chats. It don't bother me. When I do readings for people, people are talking in here and I don't care. But, and I'm sure you don't too, but at the end of the day, you know how people are. They're going to say, hey, Kitty, ever since, you know, Mark's been in your chat, you know, people talk about him all the time, and I think it's not right because we're trying to read that, we're trying to listen to the reading, and all these people are distracting me, and you have these little fucking weirdos. So if that happens, I'm just saying, it ain't nothing to do with me. I don't provoke none of this shit, and I weren't even in the chat. So you know, I'm being serious, yeah, because people are like that. People are gonna like because you talk about a specific person, right? People get stupid because they're not talking about you. You got to understand you're in somebody else's chat talking about me, right? So that person might get offended. Like Kitty might say, fuck, this is my goddamn room. You're talking about this mofo all fucking day, you know? So, will you fucking listen? I'm not saying it is serious. I'm just saying if she gets complaints, I want nothing to do with it because I'm not the one in there doing it. Because I go in her room and talk mad shit the whole time. You got me? And people could say to her, hey, look, Mark comes in here and calls everybody hers and he's calling Scorpios. And if somebody does that, and Kitty says, hey, Mark, look, you got to stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you guys talk about me all the time, right? And who cares what these people think, really, right? But I'm just telling Kitty, as it's her channel, right? So if she has a problem with it, she can deal with it. I don't want to hear about it. That's all I said. At the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. It's not my channel. It's not my problem. Because everybody does it in here, and I have a problem with it. And no one come. Some people say some things, but at the end of the day, you know, it's that's the way it is on here. People get fucking stupid. That's all I gotta say. Let me just cut. I gotta listen to my friend's message again. Hold on a sec. Listen to me, you damn fool. The only person that causes drama is you. Okay? I made a statement, and obviously you can't handle it because you get too fucking sensitive. All right? Don't try and say Mark is trying to make drama. I'm not making no fucking drama. I'm not in anybody's room talking about nobody. You dumbass. Don't fucking put no blame on me. You're the one in there talking about me 24/7. And I never said nothing like that. I just said you're in somebody else's room talking about me, right? In a fun way, great. But you gotta have respect for that person same way. Yeah, because they might not like it. But if Kitty says fuck it, it's good, then that's okay. I'm just telling you that that's what people think. I'm not accusing you of nothing. But see, the way you are is you think that people accuse you because you want to play the fucking victim. Okay? Simple as that. All right? Don't try and blame me for nothing. Like I said, I'm not in nobody's room talking about nobody else. Okay? Simple. Well, good, Kitty. That's glad. I just wanted to make that clear. And you say you don't have any issues as long as there's no drama. Man, you see what I'm saying? Exactly. We all talk shit. I'm the first one to go in there and talk shit and have fun. But I'm not talking about no specific people or anything like that. We just talk shit in general about every sign. And that's simple. You know? Exactly, Sophie. Yeah. I'm just saying, in general, people are going to be like, what the fuck's going on? You know? So that's it. I'm just telling you, respect people's rooms. That's all. I ain't accusing nobody of doing nothing. Because when Aquarius comes up, everybody says, where's Mark? Let's tease his ass. I don't take it serious. Never have. I'm all about fun. That's all. You're the one trying to make it worse than it is. If you can't handle my words, then you shouldn't fucking, be associated with me then. If that's how you feel. When you say shit to me in here joking around, I don't take it personally. Because if I did, I'd fucking get rid of you. It's that simple. But you're making it seem like I'm the fucking person who's doing what you're doing. Fuck. And then people wonder why. Full moon energy. That's what it's all about. People on TikTok going crazy. People on here go crazy. People are too sensitive and can't just have a fucking adult conversation. That's it. Sometimes when we have fun doing things, it offends other people. That's the world we live in. So that's why I'm trying to make it clear that you're not in here, you're in there. So that's the only point I made. Now that you know, then we're good. So there's no reason to make any more out of it. Yeah, I'm cool with everybody. I ain't got no problems with nobody. I'm just saying, being in that room today and seeing my name get mentioned a million times, I was laughing. But at the same time, right, you're in somebody else's channel talking about, and having fun of talking about me, and that's great. I don't care. It doesn't bother me, but we just joke about it. So why when I joke about it, it's always a problem. But you can't do it and it's not a problem. That's all. And like I said, I don't care what other people think. I'm just telling you that When you're in somebody else's chat, remember that's her chat. So if she's okay with it, and we just settled it, she says she's fine with it. So move on. Simple. I never said you was, but I never said you was disrespecting her. I'm just saying that because you're doing it, right? She might feel some type of way, or other people too. So even though I don't really care what other people think, but it's not my channel to decide that. You got me? That's all I'm saying. I never said you was disrespecting anybody. You guys are putting words in my mouth. Hey Tanya, how you doing? We was manifesting you. We was asking about you. Well, that's why I asked Kitty. I asked her in front of you guys. If it's a problem, remember it's nothing to do with me. That's it. What's so bad about that? You guys act like I'm fucked up or something. Tanya, did you get the truck back today? Bro is asking about you. I told him I'll check it out. It runs great. Good, good. All I'm gonna say is this again, right? Is it's nothing to learn from or find out or whatever. In the past, right? As everybody knows in here, there's a lot of people that are very sensitive to their channels. Now, I've known Kitty for a while. I can tell that she likes, talking a lot of shit like me. But at the end of the day, when you focus on a specific person that is not in the chat, or focus on one person too much, that person might get irritated. Like what you came here just to talk about Marco fucking day. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying how what people think, and maybe she might have a problem with that. But she says she didn't even pay attention to it. She just saw my name a lot and she was okay with it. That's it. I'm just saying in the future, make sure like when you're in other people's channel, just be cool about it. Like, that's all. Yeah. Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Because some people would be like, fuck, this is my channel and all you're doing is talking about this one person. But if she's in, I didn't hear her voice, so I can't defend that because I weren't listening. I was just seeing what was in the chat. And just like she confirmed, all I did was see your name and I was just doing my thing. I'm not worried about it. So if she's okay with it, then there's nothing else to discuss because I don't care. Because if it bothered me, then I would take care of it in a stupid, dumb way. I'm just trying to take care of it in a respectful manner by saying it that in the future, you know, there might be somebody else, and then that's how drama gets caused. Is you're sitting there talking about me in a jokingly way, but other people might come to me and say, "Hey," and tear the ass out of it or say something, and then it's gonna cause problems, right? I'm not saying never talk about me again in life. No, I'm just saying like people have private conversations in someone's chat and it irritates people. But thank God Kitty and I aren't like that. We don't care. We're gonna still do what we gotta do. I still do readings in here and everybody's talking and talking shit. Nobody's chat bothers me. I'm just making sure it doesn't bother Kitty out of respect for her. And she says it doesn't bother her. So there's nothing else to talk about. That's it. Simple. Tanya said Cowboy is awesome, runs great on that AK camera. There was somebody snoring in my floor on the hotel so loud I had to sleep with the TV on. Oh man, that's one thing I can't stand about hotels, Tanya, is the slamming of the doors all through the night, banging, women with high heels clacking everywhere, kids throwing shit all over the place, people banging on the doors, the traffic outside if you next to someone. Like it's crazy. Exactly, Sophie. That's just all I'm saying. I've seen people delete people and tell people get the fuck out. If you're not here to listen to the reading, then don't be in here acting up. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I never once said that they were doing something bad. You know, never once did I say that. I'm just saying, make sure you guys respect Kitty. That's all. That's all I said, and I've said it a million times. So I don't know what more anybody wants from me. I'm just saying, respect the woman that's the channel. It's her channel. I don't like the fact that people talk about, I don't care if people talk about me in a joking, cool way. That's fine. I was watching the chat. If I had a problem with it, I would have typed and said, shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. Right? Because I'm right there. I could have done it. But it didn't affect me. But I'm saying it could affect Kitty. So I'm just saying, just make sure that she's okay. And that's why I wanted her to say right in here what she just said. I honestly didn't see anything wrong as long as there's no drama and everyone was being respectful. I honestly only saw your name and not really what was said. I'm busy focusing on the cards. Bang. Boom. That's it. There's nothing else to be talked about. She's cool with it. I'm cool with it. Move on. I ain't starting no fucking drama. I'm just making sure everybody's respecting the woman's channel. Simple. Because I know how it is on here. I've been on here long enough to know how people are. Yeah, it's nothing like being in your own home. It ain't easy. That's why every time I say something, everybody gets mad. It's like the story of my life. I can't voice my opinion or say any fucking thing. People get mad at me all day, every fucking day. Just finished talking about this with my DJ friend, how sensitive people are and how weird it is how people are always like that. You can't say nothing. You can't speak your opinion. You can't say what you want to say. Even if it's like, just reasoning and having like an adult conversation just to say, hey, look, you know, let's have some consideration, like, for others. Just in case. Let's just make sure it's not affecting anything. So that way we can move on and not have drama. I'm trying to prevent drama, not start it. Remember, I'm not a drama fucking queen. I hate drama. I hate, talking about things like that. But out of respect for the person's channel, a lot of people don't like when people are in there talking about somebody else and distracting everybody. That's all I'm saying. It's that simple. You're welcome, Kitty. And I just wanted to make it clear to you if that was, a problem, just remember it ain't nothing to do with me. I'm not sitting there, edging anybody on and shit. You always tell me behave. And I don't tear the ass out of things when I'm in your channel either. I respect you. Now, if you told me, hey, Mark, stop saying Lee Hus and, whatever, we tease each other and we go on about it. We're not sensitive like that. You know? That's it. So don't fucking accuse me of causing drama. That's the last thing I do. I like to respect people's rooms. It's their shit. You know? That's all. Good. Thank you. I'm saying they're good. I don't care. We all talk shit all day. But the point is we do it in here. Yeah? So I don't have a problem with that because we go back and forth all the time. Right? I'm just saying I wasn't in the chat. So I wanted to make it clear to Kitty that hey, if that was bothering you, please let me know or please let them know if it distracts you. You know? It was a couple days ago when Kitty went live and I was saying something. She goes, Mark, you damn well distract me. I didn't even know what sign I was on. So I kept quiet for a little while because I didn't want to distract her. Distract her. You know? She was blaming me for distracting her. So I don't want nobody to blame her or blame me for distracting when I'm not even there. You see what I'm saying? But if it's good with her, it's good with me. I don't care. You say whatever you want. Marilyn, thanks for the super chat. You said it's my aunt. That's why I love Gun in there. And that's why I'm glad she accepts that. I just want to make sure that, those things are okay. That's all. It's simple. But I'm not allowed to do it, apparently, according to some people. Marilyn, I would say yes. He's going to stick with her. Yeah, for sure. I got all good cards on that. Like I said, it was more of her fearing him saying, oh, you're sick and you're no good to me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's more of her fear and anxiety over him leaving because obviously he means a lot to her. But the card saying that he will stick with her no matter what. But he knows that she perceives things that's not there. He knows what she's like. But he's definitely dedicated to her. He loves her. I see that for sure. And he's hoping for good news and nothing bad, sickness to happen. So I see it being very good. Like he's gonna be fine. So he's definitely sincere to her and devoted to her for sure. And he will stay with her if she were to get sick. Yes. I got all good cards for sure. So there's nothing bad here. I think it's just more of her worrying. Because when people get sick, they worry if their significant other is, doing anything, or if they're going to do anything if they get sick. So I think it's more her worry and her thoughts about what will happen if I get sick. Is he going to be devoted to me? Because people think about that, Of course, everybody thinks about it. Especially a woman, and a woman worrying about a man leaving them, and vice versa. So at the end of the day, I say yes, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Yeah, you're right, Kitty. I take full blame for being sensitive every day. I'm just a sensitive ass Aquarius. You're right, Kitty. I take full blame for starting drama just now in my chat room. You're right, Kitty. I take full blame. I started the drama. You're welcome, Marilyn. I see good things in that. That's a positive. That was a positive yes. So she'll be fine. I just think she worried. It's all your fault, Kitty. You know, it's all your fault. I think you should stop doing Aquarius readings. Listen, T Rose, I don't blame any of you for doing anything. I think you guys are not understanding what I'm trying to say. You know, like I said, I didn't say that to in a bad way. I'm just telling you that at the end of the day, right? Just be mindful of the presence channel. That's all. And Kitty said it's fine. So you ain't got nothing to be worried about. You could do the same thing tomorrow and the next day. I wouldn't even care. But I'm just saying, I want her to understand that, you know, or you guys to understand that people are trying to, comment to her about the reading. So when you clog up a chat, other people get pissed. And then I don't want to be the cause of the drama. I have enough drama on here as it is. And I don't need to be the cause of nobody else's drama. That's all. Not blaming nobody. I have no hard feelings against nobody. I'm just stating what I know that I've dealt with in the past, and I don't want it to interfere with everyone here. That's it. Simple. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, exactly, Tanya. It's nice to let loose in there and talk shit. You know? Totally get it. But you're right, Kitty. Yeah, I'm just so sensitive. My bad. It's the full moon. Energy is still lingering. Must be my Virgo moon too, you know? Or maybe my fourth house of sensitivity. All right. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna get my ass to bed. Wish you guys a good night. And tomorrow's what? Tuesday? Yeah. I'm gonna go hang out with my mommy tomorrow. And I will see you all tomorrow. Tanya, I'm glad you're all sorted out. Bro and I were praying for you and talking about you earlier, wishing you the best. And bro also went to the doctor today and everything worked out. The doctor says he's in good shape and he's going to have a checkup next month. Yeah, we have Mother's Day this weekend too. Yeah. Yeah. I'm cooking food for my mom and my sister. I'm going to be a good boy and treat the mothers. Yeah, his appointment went well. They said his toe is good. He has to wear his boots for an hour every day to break them in. And the little boo-boo he has is fine. They just want to check up on him next month. But yeah, he's doing good. He was waiting on finding out if you were good. So I told him I'd let him know. We tried to manifest you earlier. But yeah, I'm glad both of you are okay. We're all okay. And yeah, we're all good. Oh, that's good. I'm glad, Tanya. You deserve some good luck. I'm glad. Yeah, today was a good day for me too. I got to speak in a DJ panel on my friend's chat and defend him and stuff and talk some sense into these damn people. So yeah, that's why I wasn't in Kitty's chat earlier today. I was participating, but silently. Because I was in another panel. I can't have the volume on because they'll hear it, right? They tell you, turn off the volume in the back. Turn off the TV. So yeah, that's where I was today. Oh, cool. I'm glad you had fun with them. That's cool. I'm sure you must hear a lot of stories. All right, guys. Good night. Good night, Tanya. I'm glad you're okay, and bro is okay too. So I'm glad everybody's all right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Take care.